What a beautiful horse.
Can I help you, sir?
Oh, startled me there.
Can I lend a hand?
Oh, gosh. Oh, you guys startled me. You know, I was passing by and I noticed a horse here, and I hope you don't mind, I had to come take a quicker look. I love animals. I love horses. It's a beautiful horse you got here.
Well, thank you.
I don't think Sweet Pea would mind at all. We've actually got a lot of animals out on the farm.
Really? What kind of farm is this?
Well, it's the Mending Wall Farm, and we take care of sheep and chickens.
Sheep? You have a lot of sheep here.
Yeah, we do. They're right out back. If you want, we can go on inside and talk about it where it's warmer.
Oh, I'd love to do that. Okay. Okay.
Follow me?
I'll follow you. I've never been on a sheep farm.
Oh, it's great.
Oh gosh, I'm excited.
Pull up a chair.
Oh, what a coincidence. Yeah, 3 chairs all set up. Thank you.
We strive for coincidences.
Yes, I get a lot of those. Oh, a dog. Yeah, all kind of animals here.
Would you like me to take your pocketbook, Sheriff?
Cody, I don't think that's a pocketbook. I think it's a purse.
It's not a purse, and it's not a pocketbook. It's a dog. No, not that. It's a doorway. Ah, forget it. Comedians. Always a comedian somewhere. Put that right there. Well, you have got animals here.
Yeah.
And those horses were absolutely beautiful. And that dog was really nice too. I like the dog. But that horse was, I just got my attention. I saw it from the road in the distance. I had to take a closer look. And I'm glad you didn't mind me doing that.
I don't think Sweet Pea would have minded. She's a beautiful quarter horse.
Oh, Sweet Pea, it's a sheep.
Yep.
Her name's Sweet Pea.
Yep.
And I noticed there's another horse in a stall next to Sweet Pea.
Yep, that's Peanut. She's our thoroughbred. She's the one that wears the pajamas.
Why does she wear pajamas?
She doesn't have a thick coat for the winter time, so we just blanket her to keep her warm.
Yep.
I see. And you can keep, you know which horse is which from, far away.
Yeah.
Well, before we go any further, I'm Sheriff Stephen J., the Sheriff of Slouch County, and you are?
Tony.
Tony.
Very nice to meet you, Sheriff.
Very nice meeting you, Tony. And you are?
Cody.
Cody.
Nice to meet you too,
Nice
Sheriff.
meeting you, Cody. Anyway, so you have these horses, and this is what, you said it was a sheep farm.
Yep.
And I've never been on a sheep farm before as far as the primary purpose are the sheep. I've been on a farm that had sheep on it.
Yeah.
They had goats and they made cheese, but not one that you guys, that's your business primarily, is sheep.
Yep.
Certainly.
And I like to talk about the sheep, but first let's go back to the horses because I love horses. Those horses, well, the one I saw was absolutely beautiful. And I was just kind of wondering, when do you let them out? They're in the stall. How long do you keep them in there? When do they get to, get out and get some exercise?
Well, every morning after the morning feed, they get grain, water, and then we throw the hay out in the paddock, and we let them out in the paddock about 8, 9 o'clock.
And they're out there, and, what do they do?
Well, they like to play a lot. They like to chase each other, they like to jump in the air, and they love to roll around.
Roll around.
Roll
You mean on the ground?
Yep.
A big horse.
Oh, yeah.
I've never seen that before. A huge horse rolling around. That's the craziest thing I've ever heard of.
Oh, especially in winter, they love it. The snow and such, they're always out there doing it.
You guys have all kind of animals. I noticed we have the dog here. I saw a cat as we walked in, and you have at least one rooster because I saw it, and it was cock-a-doodle-doing all the way, walking in here.
Mm.
It was pretty amazing.
Oh, yeah, Rocky loves the sound of his own voice.
Yeah, well, I think Rocky has a cold because I think it was sneezing. Is that right?
I believe he was, yes.
So you got all these animals. Okay, so let's talk about the sheep. So this is primarily a sheep farm. And what do you mean by it's primarily a sheep farm?
Well, we raise Katahdin Sheep, and that's spelled K-A-T-A-H-D-I-N.
I've heard of that. I've seen that spelling. That's Katahdin.
Yep.
And how many do you have?
Well, we have about 50 ewes, about 14 lambs, and 2 rams.
And what is a ewe?
A ewe is a female sheep.
I get it. Because I knew a ram is a male sheep. And the lambs are the babies.
Yep.
So what time of year do you, or not you, but do the sheep have the babies?
Usually they'll start anywhere sometime in mid-December, and then they can go all the way to April, March. We've actually had one that was born in September last year.
Really?
Yeah. Right now we have 14.
14?
Last year when we had our biggest, when they were all giving birth finally, it was 19 in the course of 2 days.
14? That's a lot.
Yeah, luckily I don't have to take care of them.
And you expecting a lot more than 14 this year?
Yeah. It should be close to 50. Most Katahdins actually have twins when they give birth. It was genetically bred through 40 years.
How many babies did you have last year?
Last year we had about 39.
39, yeah, 14 now. And do you think you'll surpass 39 this year?
I believe.
Oh, I can definitely see that happening.
So the lambs right now, how old are they?
There are a couple days, most of them, and then there's a few that are about a week, 2 weeks old.
Where do you keep them all?
So we have 2 shelters out there that we've been repairing and building jugs in to house them.
Okay, and what's a jug?
Jug is the enclosure, much like the horse stall.
I see. So you're just calling something different. So if you put the sheep into the horse stall, taking out the horse, right?
Mm-hmm.
That becomes a jug.
Yes, it would.
Now, do you think that's kind of nutty?
A little bit.
That would keep me confused. And trust me, it doesn't take much to keep me confused, but that one would really keep me confused. How old does the sheep have to become before you start shearing them for their wool?
So we actually don't. They're a shearless sheep. Their wool just sheds off in the fall.
Well, I always thought sheep were specifically bred to be sheared to make clothing.
That's with most sheep that people don't eat, though.
Okay, now you're telling me that these sheep are bred primarily for their meat, for the lamb. I see. Makes it kind of hard to get close to the little ones, isn't it?
It does.
How old does a baby have to be before it's no longer a lamb?
About a year, and then they turn into a sheep.
They turn into a sheep? Well, they don't. Okay, so they're an adult.
Yeah.
After a year, they become an adult. When the sheep go to market, how old do they usually go to market?
Usually they're about 8 months to a year old.
And any reason why they're 8 months to a year? Well, how come it can't be longer?
Well, if it's longer than a year, we actually can't sell it as lamb, and it would be classified as mutton.
Mutton. Hey, I've heard of mutton before. And I saw it, I think I saw it on something. Anyway, and the guy had like a turkey leg, but it was bigger. And he's like, you know, like King Henry VIII or something like that. You know what I mean? But it was mutton. He had his mutton. And I didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
So a mutton is sheep. It's sheep meat, but it's over a year old.
Yep.
And if it's under a year old, it's lamb.
Yep. And it's a
I
lot
didn't know
firmer.
that.
Lamb
I didn't
is
know that.
a lot more tender, so it's preferred to be cooked with.
Wow. So altogether, sheep, babies, the whole shebang, how many you got?
Well, we have about 60 altogether.
And it's gonna grow.
Yep.
And do you sell to other people like the lambs or not to make into, you know, just sell them so they
Yep.
can start their own sheep
Yep.
farms?
We actually have 7 ewes and 1 male who is together right now for a flock starter.
Well, that's very interesting. Are we having lunch today?
Unfortunately, not today. We have the jugs to go back out to. Keep working on.
So you gotta keep working on the jugs.
Oh yeah.
Get those jugs, get more animals to put in the jugs, but you're not gonna be having lunch today, huh?
Nope, not today.
Well, in that case, I want to thank you for giving me all the information about the sheep farm, and it was very interesting.
Oh, you're very
You
welcome.
told me a few
sir.
things I didn't know. Katahdin. And my stomach is growling. Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it just happened to me not too long ago. I was talking to somebody. Yeah, that's how I know what time it is. I don't need a watch. Old tummy. Okay, well, since there's nothing going on as far as eating, I guess I'll be leaving. But it was great meeting both of you, Tony and Cody.
Yep.
All right.
Oh, sure. Don't forget
Yeah.
your purse.
Oh, what the? It's,
I think it's a pocketbook.
it's not a pocketbook. It's not a purse. It is a doorway into the world of the. Forget it. All those comedians. Everywhere I go, there's a comedian. Okay. Well, thank you guys, and you take care.
You as well, Sheriff.
Hey, if I'm in the region, I'll drop by and maybe you'll have some mutton.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
See you later,
All
Sheriff.
right, take care.
Why is that pocketbook pink?
I have no idea.